Iraq-Anthrax attacks. New questions being raised about the extent to which the attacks were used to argue for the invasion of Iraq. On October 18, 2001, a United States senator having raised that very possibility with David Letterman.
How are things going in Afghanistan now?
I think we're doing fine. I think we'll do fine. The second phase, if I could just make it very quickly, the second phase is Iraq. There is some indication, and I don't have the conclusions, but some of this anthrax may, and I emphasize may, have come from Iraq.
Oh, is that right?
If that may be the case, then that's when some tough decisions are going to have to be made.
We're joined now by...
We showed with Mccain back in just a month after 2001, they are already beating the war drums in the Republican Party that there might be a tie to this anthrax attack to Iraq. There wasn't an iota of evidence to support that at the time. There isn't today. It was irresponsible at the time. It's irresponsible today. This man's death shows that, and that there's no answer from the Bush administration. They never had a lie leading up to the war in Iraq and scaring this country into it that they shied away from, and anthrax was one of those that they embraced.
You know, this was American anthrax used to kill Americans. That's the one conclusion I think we can draw out of this. But the other thing becomes that point that you just raised about Iraq. It's not just what John McCain said one night on Letterman's show. It was dozens of tips provided by supposedly reliable sources inside the government. One can't imagine they were all wrong. Do you see a scenario in which simply this government took advantage of this situation? Whether or not, let's assume for a moment there's no proactivity, that this was Dr. Ivins flipping out to whatever degree was required to do this, that the government simply took advantage of this to use it as a tool to build up a case to go to a war in Iraq?
I have absolutely no doubt about that. From everything that I've done on my own investigation and following up from 2001, I'm now more convinced than ever that there were individuals inside the Bush administration and in the government who wanted the war in Iraq so badly that they decided if there was something that they could use to push it forward, they would. Anthrax fell into their lap. Even if he is the deranged solo killer, they used it in order to scare this country and say, Iraq's somebody we have to go after, and we did.
And in that context, there would be no rush to find the deranged solo killer.
They could rely on the blunders of the FBI.
Indeed. Investigative journalist Gerald Posner, as always.